YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Concise the Barber. In today's video, we have the review of one of the best clippers they say that's out in this year in 2020. So with me right now, I have the JRL FF 2020C clippers. These are the clippers that everybody's been talking about that you will have to grab. And they've been hyping this up, and I'm a person that I'm not going to hype anything up until I try it and let you guys know, is this a hit or miss? Is this a concise review of, is this a must, is this a need in the arsenal or not? So let's get into this video and I'll show you guys the unboxing right now. Okay, as you can see with the packaging, you will notice that this packaging is a nice box and everything like that. It says it has a cool blade technology, the 4-hour runtime, 3-hour charge time. It has a lever locking feature. It maintains lever secure for extended use. It has high grade stainless steel stationary blade and titanium moving blade. Now, when I got this clipper, I'll be honest, the first thing I did with this clipper is that I just used it straight out of the box. I wanted to see how it performed without zero gapping or anything like that. And I'll be honest, I still have not zero gapped these clippers. I honestly feel like with these, you don't even need to. I already have a few that's already zero gap, and I just kept these just how they come. And that's the first time I've ever done that. So that says just one thing about this clipper that I was kind of surprised with. Now let's talk about the design. We all know that this clipper had a lot of controversy going around when it came out because they said that they look just like the bevel trimmers. Now, I'm not saying that it's okay for them to steal a design or anything like that, but that's been something that kind of like hurt JRL just a little bit by kind of mimicking what bevel already did by design look. Now, if you pass all that, now what can I say about this clipper? This is honestly a great clipper. I was surprised when I first opened it up, took it out of the box. I was like, yo, this is kind of light, so I'm really not sure if it really has the power that it really needs to have, because I also have the ergos, and ergos kind of have that weight to it, and you can feel the power behind the weight. So I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if the JRLs were going to be something like the Magic Clips. You know, the Magic Clips are kind of light, but they still have a little bit of power, so I wasn't sure. And also, this has 2 speeds. This clipper has 2 speeds, and I know that some people say, well, why does this need 2 speeds? Now, I wasn't sure if that was going to be a benefit or not, but when I started using this, I will show you a small clip real quick. When I started using this clipper, I noticed that when you turn it on a slow speed, it has a certain amount of time, but when you turn it on high speed, it can have a different time, which this lets me know that if I still wanted to use this clipper and I'm using high speed majority of the time, this is going to let me save my battery just going by the low speed. And as you can see in this clip that I'm just showing you, that I had only 53 minutes or 54 minutes or so, and then when I put it to slow speed, I had 2 hours left. that is great. Now another thing, when it is in slow speed, I will tell you exactly what this clipper reminds me of. This clipper reminds me of the fast feeds when it's at low speed. I really can't explain it, but how it fades at that same speed and stuff like that, how I can still detail. I definitely feel like there's a purpose for this clipper to have two different speeds. So I appreciate them focusing on that area. I feel like there's not a lot of companies that will look at an adjustable clipper and have, you know, different types of speeds, other than it seems like JRL has. And I believe they have other few clippers, but I'm not really sure. But another thing that got me is the blade. Now, I'm a fan of the taper blade. And the reason why I'm a fan of this blade is because I do like, when I was cutting, I cut at least about 6 heads, 6 clients. I mean, I shouldn't say heads. I cut about 6 clients and I went like this just to see how hot they were going to be. And when I tell you that this blade, out of all the blades that I have ever used, this one stayed the coolest for a long period of time. And I was kind of surprised. I didn't know that the hype was, you know, really that serious about this clipper. Whatever this blade is, everybody needs to have, because this blade definitely does stay cool. Another thing about this clipper that I like is the click system. I know that there's other clippers that have their click systems. I know Babs, they came out with it, and I think the Gammas, they have them as well on the Ergos and the Alphas. But it's something about this click system, that the fact that you don't even see the click, you just hear the click. Like, you don't see the little notches of where it clicks into, which I think is kind of cool, because I'm guessing it's within this area right here. So I definitely like that part. And it's not too loud. It's not loud at all. The click is smooth. The clicks are smooth. So I really like that about this clipper. Another thing that I like about this clipper, honestly, in these videos that you will see, that I did not have a problem cutting any type of hair, any type of texture with these clippers. I had these clippers for at least about a month now, and I can honestly say that I have picked these up more than any other clipper that I have. Now, I was rocking with the Ergos, and I still rock with the Ergos. Don't get it, you know, don't get it twisted or anything like that. I'm not switching, you know, what's the best, whatever like that. But these JRLs honestly are up there. And they're basically even with the Ergos. And Ergos are like my favorite clipper right now. So I just feel like these, they have a notch up on the Ergos, and it's like one has an up and one has a down. The Ergos, the only thing the Ergos don't have that the JRL has, and unless you know how much time that you have left, but the Ergos have a stand. JRL does not have a stand. These clippers do not have a stand. I'm not sure why they don't have a stand. They have almost everything that you want except a stand. I think that would have been kind of cool if they would have came with a stand. Plus this area right here, this area, if you don't have nails, this could be hard to get out. This could be hard to get out. And another thing that could be, you know, if you have 2 of these, you won't have a problem. If you just have one, it still won't be a problem. But if you're in a high volume barbershop and you're trying to use this all day, these will die out on you probably within the 6th, 7th client, you know. And let's say you do like 15 a day, and these have to charge for 3 hours. That could be a problem if you only just have one. But if you have 2 of these, then you're probably fine, to be honest. But I wish they did have a charging dock, just because so when you do put it down for just a little bit of time, it does charge it for that little bit of time. But that is something that I do, that is just a few things about the clipper that could have been better, but it's okay, because at the end of the day, this clipper right here, I know I rated the Ergos at a 9.5. I will have to rate these at a 9.5 as well. I feel like JRL, they're onto something with this clipper, and I honestly love this clipper, to be honest. I like how it feels in my hand. I like this flat part that it has right here in the back. That part right here is, for me, when I'm cutting, sometimes I turn the clipper like this, and that flat part being right there, it helps control this clipper a lot better. I do like that. It definitely does fit in my hand very well, the ergonomics of it. Yeah, man, that's just what I think about these JRLs. These are a great clipper, and I definitely feel like these do need to be in everybody's arsenal. I honestly feel like even as a student, you can learn because it still has that click system, and you know exactly where you're at and you're fading, and that's very key, especially when you're starting out. And the price point, honestly, it is a little bit high. Maybe, you know, maybe they have a sale on these soon or whatever like that, or there's a barber supply store doing a sale on these. But either way, I think you should just try to get them, because this clipper, to be honest, is up there. It is a good clipper. At first, I was kind of like, yo, I'm not with the hype, with the hype of it. I seen how, you know, people use it and stuff like that, and I was like, you know what? I seen them, and it's interesting how I got these, is because I was seeing Instagram friend of mine that they had them, and I was like, well, when you go on the website, they don't have anymore. So JRL commented back, says, hey, check out the website now. So when I did that, it was available and I got it. So that was kind of dope. They do come with a lot of stuff. Like I said, you see it has its own screwdriver. Now let's talk about the guards. The guards are now I appreciate them coming with 8 to a 0 guard, but the guards are kind of flimsy. They are not the best, to be honest. Until somebody really focuses on guards, the Well Premium guards and the double magnet guards will probably always be everybody's favorite guards. Unless you like the Speedo line ones, the red ones with the clip. I never use those, so I really can't talk much about them. But that's just my preference. That's what I think. If there's going to be a clipper company that come out with some guards, like the premium guards or the double magnet guards, I'm telling you, you're going to win the people over just because of that little feature right there. That being said, other than that, straight out of the box, these are a great clipper, and I used them on like 6 to 7 people before they even said they're going to die out. Once it's red, that means you'll know. So you have 2 notifications of where you're at. You have it down here and you have it up here as well. This tells you the time. This tells you if you're covering that area. The white's going to say you're good to go. The red is going to say, hey, you don't got that much time left. This was, honestly, you could tell they really did like think all the way through on how to make this clipper, except just the design. I feel like they could have just switched it up just a little bit. And there's a lot of companies that came out with different clippers. And the only ones I could kind of compare that almost look the same is the Alphas and the Magic Clips. I feel like they're almost basically the same clipper. But other than that, JRL, you guys did do a great job on this clipper, and I appreciate y'all even coming out with this one. Hopefully that I will have like a 6-month review to tell you guys how long that it really stands up to every other competitor. Now, and I will let you guys know how I feel around that time. So I'm about like a month and a half in when it comes to these, so we'll see how it goes. But this is my review on the JRLs. Thank y'all for watching. Please make sure you guys subscribe. If you have not subscribed yet, please leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think of these clippers and everything like that. So thank you guys for watching. This is Concise the Barber, and I'm out. I'm just gonna leave like this.